Hello, all of you wonderful beings out there, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is 2 Point Campus. And we are using the TF Talkies today because I feel like it. So transform me to your heart's content, everyone. Though, let me actually turn on the TF Talkies. There you go. Now you can do so. But yeah, we are continuing our Spies school that I messed up by getting other courses going. I definitely made this much harder on myself. Also, there's a Gib Gab ramp going on that he has dragged Kuroi into, so enjoy that.
Another victim.
Let's have a look at the continent.
But yeah, because if you look at it, continents aren't really anything. Because if you just refer to the continuous landmass, the question just becomes, what is that useful for? Because all everything is useful for is just for whatever reason we delineate it. So for English-speaking countries, the reason we delineate things is just because at some point there's an arbitrary limit. Why is Europe separate from Asia? Why do we consider them two different entities? It is because at some point somebody drew the line and went this is kind of where I think it's different enough culturally. Or this is where I think I don't really care about these brown people. That's basically what people said in the past. That's why Turkey, for example, keeps changing between both Europe and Asia, whether it's considered European or not. Same for the Caucasus, same for parts of Russia. And the standard model, which is the English-speaking 7-continent model, so it's North America, South America split at Panama with a Darien Gap, because it's basically an inhospitable piece of land that separates both continents. You have Africa, which stops at Egypt, basically.
Separated by the Red Sea. Yes?
Oh, no, because the Sinai Peninsula completely connects them. You can walk over there apart from the Suez Canal, which is new and fairly recent. But you can just walk from, well, in theory, you could before just walk from Africa to Asia. You could walk all the way from South Africa to Paris and then all the way to Beijing. Because if you look really closely, there is actual landmass there at the Sinai. So it effectively just becomes what does it mean and how is it useful? Which is why there's different continent models. So I know, for example, if you look at some South American or Central American countries, they'll consider Central America its own continent, separate from North and South America. And they'll have 8 continents. Or they'll unite after Eurasia into one continent, have 3 American continents, and then the continent of Australia or Oceania, however you want to refer to it. So there's
an island. Thank you very much. We like that title.
Yes. Well, that's actually why I find it interesting, because in your view, it's not really a continent, it's an island. But Australia itself is basically continent sized. I mean, it's huge.
And yet people still think that we're smaller than Texas.
It's because people are dumb,
To be fair,
Americans just think they're big.
Maps, the general map that a lot of people look at is very skewed on sizes. And I will definitely say that I did not realize quite how big a lot of the states are compared to other countries until somewhat recently when I saw a video that literally was putting US states and countries side by side, and it's just holy crap.
To be completely fair, the Mercator projection does make Australia look big. Americans just don't look at maps.
Yeah, a lot of Americans could not tell you.
There was a very long time where there was a bunch of maps that were going through US schools that were built based on the country's sizes were intentionally scaled to that of political influence. And so countries like North America and England, Britain, actually showed really big, and because Australia didn't have much influence, we were done really small, and that made a lot of people very confused.
I mean, that's kind of true, but the most dominant projection is just Mercator projection, which distorts heavily, coincidentally, countries edging more towards the northern latitude, which that's why everyone thinks Russia's a massive country, and as big as it is, Russia's much smaller than it looks like. It just gets stretched really hard on the map. Same for Canada or Greenland. America gets a bit of it too, but honestly, Europe kind of tends to benefit more from it than most other regions. Because
it is worth noting, though, Russia is the largest country based on landmass by quite a large margin, though.
Yeah, but like here, let me grab this link. I'll send it in DM. This is a really easy like depiction of how Russia is big, but then you like compare different map projections, and Russia goes from being bigger than like an entire continent by itself to something like actually it's big, but it's not that much bigger than what would otherwise seem.
That is fair.
Exactly. It's not
still
like
definitely huge, though. Is my point.
Yeah, it's big, but suddenly it's more comparable to like China. Like you can look at them and you go like, wow, they're both big, but it's not like Russia's like 5 times China's size.
The second biggest is Canada, and Canada is like 17 million square kilometers versus nearly 2 million square kilometers. So that is well more than 5 times the size of the second largest country.
No, Russia would be like twice as much as Canada.
Russia is 17 million square kilometers. Canada is 10 million square kilometers. Yeah. So sorry, I misread that. So yeah, it's almost twice the size of Canada.
So like I said, it's big. It's just like it also kind of depends on how you measure. And there's also like if you get into like measuring what counts as like part of a territory, islands, water, yada yada. It can get messy. But what I'm saying is like you look at a map of the Mercator project and it's like, wow, you can fit America, China, and Europe and Russia. Russia's so big, but then you like scale it down and it's like, okay, so it's like 2 Canadas at most. 2 Canadas would be bigger than Russia. This is like big, but it has limits.
If you're anything like me, you're wondering why.
But yeah, in short, like continents are interesting because like it just really depends on what you want to define as a continent or what you see as a continent. So like to me, the 7th continent model is kind of the default, just because that's what I learned. But you can totally play around with them. And if you just get into like what counts as a continuous landmass or not, like for example, why do we count, for example, Madagascar as part of Africa, even though like you would call it an African country? It's in Africa, but it's an island, much in the same way like Indonesia is considered an island.
I was always taught that a continent is a series of countries connected on a single continuous landmass, and an island is a single country surrounded on all sides by waters.
Yes, sort of. Because it's the part of it's just like regional definitions. You'll see the definition vary, but if you just look up what a continent means, it's there's like if you go from like a political definition, it's different from a geological definition, and that's different from like.
Oh, I don't care about political definition.
Well, but even if you go geological, like you're looking for like basically a major landmass on Earth. And that includes dry land as well as continental shelves, because in geology, the continental shelves get counted as part of a continent. But if you count the continental shelves, then it becomes a little tricky as to like what you exclude and what you include. So like I said, Central America is a great one. It almost never gets counted on the major like continent models, but it basically has a plate onto itself in the Caribbean plate. Likewise, like India gets considered a subcontinent because it basically is an entire plate onto itself. The same for like the Middle East, Arabia, that's basically a continent unto itself. So, you go for the geological definition and it can be a bit different from other definitions. And even the political one doesn't matter because like that's pretty much how we split the major continents nowadays. So if you go look at like what most countries would consider a continent, it's according to those lines. Because why would you consider India a subcontinent, obviously? Say the Europeans who drew the major continent models. But if you ask an Indian, they'll have a different answer. So I love the discussions. The moment you went like, no, this is what a continent is, I'm like, that sounds like a very Australian definition. I can totally see that.
I just went literally from the Latin definition. So
Latin is stinky and it's dead. English is the new language.
Okay. I'd rather French.
Ugh. I lost all respect for you. I'm sorry. Can't believe you'd rather
That's
French.
fine.
French with like an apostrophe in the E, so I don't have to spell out the whole name.
Hey, Karma, and why would you turn me into a balloon? I'd rather not be a balloon, thank you very much.
Actually, no, if I was to pick a language, I would totally speak Japanese.
No,
As long as it's not just for the anime.
Huh?
As long as it's not just for anime.
No. I want to go live in Japan one day. But that's not gonna happen.
Actually,
I would like to visit Japan.
yeah, I don't want to live there.
Yeah.
Everything I've heard about their work culture is so toxic that I'm like, nah. How do you make America look good?
I mean, I don't want to comment on that. I
No
don't
one
think work
blames
culture
you.
can get much worse.
Mm.
Hey, Azure.
Hey. No, I just like. There's so much. I mean, to be fair, every country has its own things wrong. I stare at it and it's like, wait, you're telling me I'm expected to like go out to dinner like with workers and boss, and it's not like, oh, if you want to come, no, it's like, no, you're expected to, and I'm like, nah. I wanna get home and cry. I don't wanna like go with people to the restaurant that I already hate, and I don't want to talk to them for the rest of the day because my social battery's out. Sounds horrible. Ugh. Not that surrounding countries are any better. All I've heard about, yeah, I was gonna say, you stole my words. I was about to say like Korea is also really bad. Now what my friends was telling me is like, yeah, in Korea, like high school, I used to like stay like 12 hours in school. That was a normal school day, and I'm like, what? 12 hours? But like that includes like after school stuff, right? Like no, it's just like the whole school day was just like 12 hours, and I'm like, oh. I assume it was a relief when you graduated. Nah, work longer. What do you even do with your life when you're working like 12 hours a day, every day, no including weekends? Bruh.
And yes, Asher, I did catch myself.
Hi, Gib Gap.
I mean, go right ahead,
You
Karma.
you just described my work schedule every day.
Have you ever been stressed about
Yes,
your future
and you
career?
should complain to your
I
boss and
know I
demand a
have.
raise.
Here's some
Vacation
advice
time.
from Campus Radio's coolest
Unfortunately, my boss has very much assured me I don't have the fun. The company does not have funds for that.
Well, you know what? At least in Japan and
Now let's
Korea,
talk to
the
you
cities are
about your
nice.
future. I hear far too many
Hello,
people getting
Rajan.
wound up
Hi,
in
Rajan.
plays over careers fairs.
And
Sure,
yay, I got my
Hello,
first
Rajan.
star.
the free
Let's
pen
go.
and the boring magazine,
Mwah.
but don't stress yourself out. It's important to remember
Meow.
that all the jobs those people do
Hello,
won't
Rajan.
even exist in a few years. The future is an unimaginable variable that
I have
can and
exposed
will
Guru and
differ from
Kuroi to
everything we
Gib
know
Gab
in ways we
rants.
can't possibly predict. So,
I am
why
not
stress about it,
apologetic.
you know?
I'm scared to get onto one of my own rants.
Go for it.
Um,
Free content.
Yep.
Nah, someone else has to trigger them. I can't trigger them myself. But once they start, ooh lordy.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was gonna say before I forget that. Like, actually, interestingly enough, I have a friend who's learning Korean and Japanese, and they've actually had a really interesting take on it because I wasn't really fully aware of it. Korean is actually to them a lot easier to learn, and apparently one of the reasons that it was deliberately made easier to learn so that people could learn to read, because that was like the goal of like some of the past like Korean governments and groups. They were like, okay, we need to make we want to make the language easier to learn because we want people to read. And apparently structuring your language in a way that makes it easy to learn makes it easy to learn. That's kind of weird how that works. I don't, that's kind of weird. But apparently
Was
still
that
pays
meant to
off.
be easy to read, easy to learn?
Both. It's just easy to read, easy to learn, easy to write. It's just easy to work with. Mind you, this is coming from like the roots of the whole thing hundreds of years ago, when it's like, hey, what if we just make the language easier? It's a good idea, and it's stuck around ever since. And then apparently Japanese, meanwhile, I mean, it's a bit of a mess.
I mean, Japanese language is what you get when you have a culture so obsessed with art that the military has to take over at one point. Still, it's a pretty language.
はじめまして、私の名前はガビです。よろしくお願いします。
I mean, it's much more emotive than English, that's for sure. In
I don't
terms of
believe that.
just how you can express yourself is much more detailed.
I don't believe. Are we past 15 minutes? All right.
5 seconds.
Good.
Alright, go ahead.
Look, I'm just saying, the word fuck is a very versatile and expressive word.
It's also a very boring word.
The fuck do you mean?
I'm an Australian. You don't want to test me in a swearing contest.
I'm not even American, but we have our own variation of the word that's better because it's in my language that I learn and the word that I like. But like, that's separate from the point. The word fuck is a beautiful word. You can't deny that. It's a
to
fucking
strike.
masterpiece.
Clean your whiskers and grab
I
your
can't say the
briefcase
Australian word though because it prevented me from saying it.
is in session.
Yeah, that
You
particular
sure?
one
Are you sure
will
that-
get flagged even after the 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Rob did it once in Lost in Chaos, and it has been that video is demonetized forever.
We use it as a term of endearment, though.
Oh yeah, I have no personal issue with it. But unfortunately, I am beholden to the corporate overlords that pay for the advertising.
Yes.
And the problem is they're American.
Yeah.
Puritan America.
Not even Puritan, it's just American.
What was it? I saw this thing. Australia got all of the UK's criminals. US got all their religious nuts. I think Australia got the better deal.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I've said it before, I do consider myself a Christian, but I hate organized religion.
I feel that religion is incredibly important, and I stand for it. I am not religious.
Yep. It's like...
It's great, but don't make your religion my problem. But I stand for people's right to have it in every aspect of it.
Exactly. I'll stick to that. Like, hey, I will fight for your right to believe in what you want. But even if I don't like it, I don't care. You deserve that right. But I don't want to see a word of your religion in the law.
I also don't want, I kind of see it as I respect that your right to have religion. You must respect mine to not have religion.
Precisely.
Yeah. I want that off the book. I want that off the paper. Keep your religion in your home. The prayer goes in the bedroom, much like bedroom activities do.
Though, to be honest, it's kind of hard to talk about it since I probably come from one of the most secular nations in the world. I think the last poll was something like only 1 to 2% of Australians identify as Christian or Christian adjacent religions.
Oh, the 2021 census says that 43.9% Christian
Was that US?
in Australia.
20?
But it also-
what was that? The 20?
So 2021, I didn't see that.
Okay. Change that then. That's spiked from the one I saw.
I would be surprised if it was like spiking that quickly.
I don't think it spiked that quickly. I think that was possibly done from the generic census where a lot of people just mark Christian because that's the default selection.
It's possible. Or if the answer was Christian with no denomination, that is only like 2.7% of the population.
I think that might be it.
Yeah, because just Christian gets yeah, but it is like actually pretty like high in the secular. This nearly 40% secular, non or secular belief. Yeah, France is, I'm pretty sure, the most secular usually.
I'm pretty sure France. I know it is in Europe, but I know Australia's up there for the most part. But I don't know why. That's weird. That's not the things we saw when we saw the official published census. But
I hope you all have a wonderful, excellent, lovely rest of your day. And yeah, There we go. Goodbye.
There,
Oh,
found the
next one
bowl.
will be-
Yay!
The next one will be held early August next
Welcome-
year, so we can see that day.
Welcome back, Karma.
Fair enough. Oh, you alright, Ren?
Yeah, he's just doing his moaning thing again.
God freaking that's.
Oh, Ren, if that's not a moan, maybe you should show us what a moan sounds like.
No, I'm not going to.
Darn, I couldn't bait the himbo.
Nice try.
Look, it's not my fault if it's a little too easy sometimes, okay, Queen? I mean, Hyro, yeah.
No, it's Hero.
But it was spelled with 2 R's, right?
Doesn't matter how
Yeah,
desperate you
Hero.
Then it'd be Hyro.
are on campus facilities.
It's Hyro! Hyro! God freaking.
But it has 2 R's, it becomes an R. You know we love you, Ren, right?
Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I wonder.
Wonder Meal Bar?
No!
Wonder Meal Bar. Gosh. Oh yeah, that's it. I was gonna say. I don't know if you saw. I think I posted it. I don't remember, but I saw a meme like yesterday that broke me, and it was just like, my grandma had fallen into the whole like D&D satanic panic thing, and
Oh,
one day
boy.
she decided to sit with us to look at our D&D session. And about a couple hours in, she suddenly threw up her hands and walked away screaming, "This is just math!"
I mean, it's true.
That was part of my paper that I... So, for those that don't know, because I know Guru and Kura, you're new here, but back in high school for my senior English class, I had to do a research paper. My grandma was incredibly anti-D&D because satanic, rawr. And I decided, okay, I'm gonna prove that it's not satanic. And one of my points was, it's just math. And I also
I
pointed
remember.
out that it's like, you know, if they had simply called them, you know, Flufferknuckles and wing things instead of angels and demons, none of this would have been in the thing in the first place.
It just reminds me of me having to sneak my like fantasy books into my house because my mom thought they were all devil work.
One way to go. Should really get moving.
Yeah.
You know, there's me sneaking and reading under the cover Delta Quest
Oh.
and Harry Potter.
Hey, one of my teachers here is apparently Asquith Transformer.
That's a base last name.
Yeah.
The only name I like more than that is still Brick.
I don't know, when I hear someone's surname being Transformer, I'm not thinking of transfer. I'm thinking of something you shove into a power box.
I was thinking of
It's okay. We'll bring you around eventually. Right, Guru?
That would be nice.
Wow.
Oh, Karma, my favorite Digimon is actually Renamon.
But Randomon cannot be cute, so remember that, Karma.
It can be cute. It can.
It's just that, like, you know how sometimes you look at a Digimon and you go, wow, that's cool, wow, that's cute. You know, Ren does not like the cute Digimon. That's why Ren is sweet.
My favorite Digimon was always Angel. Because, whew, those abs.
Fair.
I felt some very unangelic feelings towards Angel. Garurumon was fun.
Forgive me, Yggdrasil, for I have sinned. Damn, you're right, those abs.
I know, right?
But the wings.
No, but I think the big funny good feelings to me from things I watched as a kid would definitely have to be that scene from Batman Forever where Bane was getting infused with the venom serum and becoming all big and swole. Oof.
Let me Google that really quickly.
Meanwhile, we're all learning Ankroi here has a type.
Whereas I always enjoyed the villains in Batman, like Dr. Milo. He was doing good work for the TF community.
I mean, for villains, I tend to prefer your unhinged, manic, crazy pixie archetypes.
Announcement.
Or, you know, your reality warping nihilists.
But you had like Kirk Langstrom, who was, I think he was the one that did the Man-Bat serum. And then Dr. Milo made it in like patch form.
Yeah, but Joe Butapaki. But yes.
You're right. There could be a mix of both somehow. I mean, the Doctor Who character did that. The toy maker turned a bunch of people into inanimate objects.
Oh. Sometimes not so inanimate. Like living puppets and playing cards,
Here, Karma,
bouncy balls.
Give me one moment, Karma.
Also, you know, it's Neil Patrick Harris dancing
What's up,
around in
Brent?
a toy soldier outfit, so.
I'll think of some words.
Gonna give Karma something real quick.
I'm gonna give you something there, Ren.
Oh?
Apparently
What would
you
that
need
be?
to learn how to be on all fours.
God freaking!
Wow.
Just feel those thumbs shrinking away. Becoming nice little dew claws. Your fingers shortening, pads growing in on your hands. The fur spreading out up your arm.
Genitated in student union.
Your back gives a loud crack as you fall forward. Sentenced to a life on all fours going forward. Right where you belong. Alright, that's it for that little sneak peek.
Sounds like someone's in good paws.
I try to treat my pets well.
Oh. Okay, so I knew I'd heard of Batman Forever at some point from somewhere, and I was like clicking through the different hyperlinks in the Wikipedia page for it, and I see that the director also directed the Phantom of
There
the
you go.
Opera, which I haven't seen, but I remember hearing about it from somebody who was talking about like the direct, like this movie they were talking about, and they mentioned the director, and I think they mentioned Batman Forever in there.
Phantom of the Opera was good.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what that is.
I'm a bit of a film nerd.
I like movies, but it looks like a drama, and dramas make me sleepy. Unless it's a good drama.
Like Wild Traditions.
Wild Traditions is not a drama. Wild Traditions is a fucking tragedy.
I would argue Phantom of the Opera is a tragedy.
I mean, fair enough.
But I know you mean it in a different way just then.
All I'm saying is that in school Sunday they're going to be teaching Romeo and Juliet, Oedipus Rex, and they're going to slap you with the Wild Traditions.
Good, right. Make sure to save your Storm Cloud and don't use it in Wild Traditions until like the bad guys show up, and then you can rain on them.
Okay, but then you're not hitting the
But the
good.
Maelstrom was fun.
In the news today.
Yes,
local
but you don't know
superstar
what they
Ross
went
Roy
through right
Kushner
before, because I heard all about it.
photographs of a bagel at
Yes, but you see,
Salvatore.
life's not kind.
45
Life doesn't
marked
give
as
you a
those
break.
freelance photographers were in
Look,
his
it's
bathroom
not about
at
what
the
came
exact
before.
moment
It's
he
about what could
decided to
come
start
next.
playing
And you know
with
what could
bagels.
come next?
And
More
look,
trauma.
what are the chances?
Exactly. Trauma
rain.
doesn't take a break just because you had trauma.
I know someone who still has another Maelstrom card.
No, I'll be nicer with them going forward.
Aw.
I mean, Law of Traditions isn't the only tabletop game.
No, it's not.
How many do you have going on right now at the same time? Like in a week? Or every 2 weeks?
There's Ascent to Ascend, Lost in Chaos, Agents of Reflection, Data Anomaly Hunters, we've got Last Hope, Wild Traditions, Recallers of the Lost, and Starlight New Dawn. That is 8.
Yeah, but you should really watch Agents of Reflection. I'm not biased in saying it, I just think it's really good for some reason.
I watched one a long time ago. Oh, it wasn't that long ago. And all I remember was there was like a crow character who was going.
Lost in
between
Chaos.
Ah,
Wait, going between dimensions?
it was something weird. He was giving advice to the people about the way that the world was.
Okay, yeah,
And
that's
how to
why that's Lost in Chaos vein.
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like me. I love it. It's like Crow. Yeah, it's Vane. Just instantly.
Yeah, but I had absolutely no context when I was watching that, and I was just like, it's like jumping in the middle of an anime like 300 episodes in.
Students traveling long distances for their assignment.
Yeah, so that's why you should watch, Agents of Reflection. It's fairly new. There's not that many episodes. Or Wild Traditions, because you can still catch up.
Yeah, Wild Traditions. I got the recap at least.
Yeah, it's definitely not solely because if you join Wild Traditions, that means more people willing to cause chaos and suffering, which I delight in. Also, fuck you, Zim.
I kind of want to
What?
see what.
I got reminded of the last session again, and I'm like, every time I get reminded of it, I need to call you out on it for being mean and stinky and having weird ears.
Only I get that privilege, Gab.
Yeah, well, I just did it.
That Lucario is definitely interesting though.
Assistant required in the student union.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, I was listening to Narashi hate the Lucario more and more, and I just kept being like, somehow, some way, I look at this and all I'm hearing is Narashi being incredibly sweet and kind. The murderer's intent was directed from such a nice place in her heart, I think. Maybe.
Oh yeah, the snake.
Yeah. But you can't say like the snake's got character, you know? It's got
Yeah.
personality.
I mean, jumping in completely blind, I kind of was not thinking the snake was very much like the heel of the party.
Yeah, it's like the heal. He heals you with
I've
negative
lived in
numbers.
2 Point County for
Negative
more
healing.
years than I can remember. But every
Fudora's
now and
favorite
then
was
I
the
still hear an
little cute
expression
little
for the first
healer
time.
character.
This morning,
Which one? The
Oh.
one that actually did healing,
Nice
which
chat
was
with the herbal
Osmond?
medicine.
days,
Okay, that was
Yes.
Osmond.
man about
Osmond.
dolphin.
The technical
He was doing
healer,
so
the technical healer is Rain, though, yeah.
I mean, it kind of worked. It just it almost paid off because what happens is everyone feels so bad for Rain that they end up like saving up the cards so they can get like the healing, heal the character to half health.
Yeah, but like, I remember one time we were trying so hard to get Ren to roll well, and he just kept failing. And after like 10 cards, he finally rolled a good roll.
Oh, he rolls really well helping himself.
Himself.
Yeah.
At
I
least there's the survival instinct. I remember there was an Eevee.
I let Ren assist me once in Agents of Reflection. And the entire rest of that day, I had horrible luck. And good night, Dunbrine. Thank you for coming.
Good night, Brian.
Good night, Tim Brian.
Good night, then, Brian.
What do you mean? Don't tell me though.
Reminder that I visited Ren in real life, and the day he played Wild Traditions while I was there, his rolls were better.
I do wonder what would happen if I played in a similar sort of game with Ren if he's got shitty luck, because I'm also the one with shitty luck in my group. So,
Oh my god.
Kudre is ultimately star-crossed with role-playing games.
That just means, like, if you were to join Wild Traditions, Nova would roll even better. You just keep
Oh
stealing
my god, we have fan art.
Oh no.
What?
Fan out of what?
I'll bring it up on stream as usual. But Ido has been working. Ido has been drawing. There you go.
Aww. That's adorable.
Aww.
I don't thank you.
You're welcome.
I love how
That's adorable.
confused he looks. What is this? It's a medical chart.
No,
They-
you know what I'm picturing, Sim? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm just picturing, like, you look up and you see your doctor and you're comforted, and it's like, okay, doctor knows what he's doing. He's really intently focused on this. And then you flip the camera around and it's Rain, and it's like, how to heal for dummies 101.
No, even better, it flips around and the clipboard's upside down.
It's just empty.
An empty upside down clipboard.
Your numbers are looking low.
Yes, yes. These are numbers, yes.
Wait, today's Sunday, right?
Yes.
Some places in the world. It's still
Yeah,
Sunday
people
for
do.
another hour.
Yes, quite. We're going to have to take your foot, but the problem's with my jaw. Yes, that's what I said.
Do you have a tabletop today?
Ascend to Ascend was canceled earlier.
Oh, okay. This is that I saw someone joining the... Oh, never mind. I thought you were...
The Sunday curse.
Never mind.
Yeah, the Sunday curse.
Hey, Ren, by chance, were you born on a Sunday?
Clean your whiskers and grab your briefcase because
Why?
is in session.
Entirely out of curiosity.
It would actually explain a hell of a lot.
Come on, don't take it that far.
Ren, what weekday were you born? We need to know.
Oh my god!
He was born on a Sunday, wasn't he?
You were, weren't you?
Yes!
Everything is explained.
Life makes sense. There is order again.
I am making sure all know this.
I'm not Master! The Sunday curse been happening before I joined! Before I joined!
Ren,
I have to look up and see when
What
I'm.
day were you?
I'm curious
Oh, no.
now.
This could confirm it. Hold up. No way.
Oh no, I was a Tuesday. Okay.
Okay. So you have hope, unlike Rich. Mystery
Although, technically, I think no, just would have been into Monday morning in the US.
Yes.
I was safely a Friday.
Hey, Kuro, just so you know, Ido has not been drawing for very long either. So you can see he's doing very well so far. So if you need some motivation, just look at Ido. Wonderful fluffy puppy.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I know Kuroi picked up art February?
Been doing like freehand occasional sketches very sparsely, but yeah, I didn't really start actually trying to do stuff until Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Because Garrett got me a art tablet for Valentine's Day.
Because you were inspiring me to be creative, so I decided that the best thing to get for you was something that would reinforce that and make you be inspired to be creative. And that set off a little wonderful chain reaction.
Oh, that is very sweet.
Holy shit, I want some crackers for all that cheese. That was so cheesy.
Oh my god.
So cute.
Those two are so precious.
You've got I'm detecting some bias here. When it's me and Zim, you always comment on how cute it is. But when it's those two, you're saying it's cheesy? Jeez.
That's a compliment too. What do you mean?
What's wrong with cheese?
Nothing.
Heat it up in a pot. It's delicious.
I love cheese. Yeah, what?
Some baked brie. Mm-hmm.
Like, right, I'm calling them cute. It's just another way completely.
As long as it's nice cheese and not the gross kind of cheese.
Nah, it's good cheese. Like, look, Raijin, it's just that, like, you and Zim just have a different vibe, you know?
I think Zim likes cheese.
The cheese makes the meal.
My brain, it's melting. Sorry.
But yeah, Kuroi, drawing for me is I was more on and off with it for a good chunk of my life. I didn't really try to sit down with it again and until like in college, but then I fell off it again. But a lot of creative folks around here around ZGF kind of inspired me to pick it up again.
There will be speaking,
cool.
And if we're lucky, we'll have some
kind of why I thought it was a good environment for
see life differently forever.
You're all a much supportive.
I gotta find my pencil. Wish me luck.
I love it.
Yeah, and ironically, I was terrified of attempting digital art for a long time. Before I got a drawing tablet finally, I was actually just all traditional.
I don't know, there's a catharsis I got with pencil and paper that I don't really get from drawing tablet as much, but I still like using a drawing tablet. And it feels more like I can be a bit more accurate with a drawing tablet, but I do kind of miss that sensation of the graphite scraping on the paper, sending the vibrations up my arms. I miss that a little.
Well, nothing says you can't.
You can get screen protectors. You can get screen protectors that kind of sort of emulate that. The main problem being that they will chew through your pen nibs, so you're going to need to buy more pen nibs. But you can get more texture in your screens.
I think I'd rather make the pen nibs last. I'm poor. To be honest, I'm getting used to it. The biggest thing is also the fact that I used to do a lot of smudging. Like, I used to do a lot of smudge when I drawed, like, intentional. There.
Good way to blur out all that.
I mean, you can still, like, that technique is still replicable. You just don't get the tactile feel of it. But
you don't get that feel of actually carving it into it with your thumb. Yeah.
As far as the pin nibs go, I've only replaced 2 pin nibs in the year that I've been drawing, and I've been drawing a lot. And realistically, those 2 pin nibs, I probably could have filed them down and made them usable again.
Fair enough.
Another loyal devotee.
Scholarly Frog, thank you for that follow. Welcome.
But I will say, when you can get into the zone of drawing, there is something very zen happening that's quite nice.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know, I was getting really stressed out when I first started doing it about like, why don't I look good? Why does my drawing look so bad compared to everyone else? And then I just had this moment where I'm just like, you know what? It actually doesn't matter even if I ever get there. I'm just enjoying drawing.
It's the best place to be.
Oh no. Maybe I'll get there one day if I keep going, but I don't care when I get there. I'm just enjoying the catharsis.
The more you do it, the easier it comes, and it'll just happen naturally. When I started to be a furry, I got a lot of inspiration from people around me that really liked my creativity, so it made me want to draw things. And then I started to draw and get positive feedback. And I know for me that was like a huge help for me to get from, oh, I draw stick figures on paper to I can actually kind of portray the thing that I'm trying to draw.
Well, I think the nice thing about drawing over my last creative outlet is I won't have to worry about giving my instructor a heart attack again.
Huh? What did you do?
I used to play violin, and I was worried I was so bad at it. And then one day during a lesson, my violin instructor had a heart attack.
Oh.
I was like, oh, no. It's like, I'm so bad, I killed someone. It's okay, she was horrible. And she didn't die. But I did quit violin.
I mean, if she was really that bad, then, you know...
No, she was fine. She was fine. I just say she was horrible so I don't feel guilty about giving her a heart attack. No, but I didn't actually give her a heart attack, I'm sure. I think. I hope. Timing can be horrible sometimes. What is it? The lightning striking you as you try to get through the hatch.
Just remember, if you think something like that is your fault, usually probably isn't. If you sneeze on someone and later that day they become sick, it's probably the person who sneezed on them 2 weeks ago, not you.
I don't sneeze on people because I don't see people. I like my little hermit hole. Hermits unite individually across the planet.
Isolation.
It's the interwebs.
What was it when COVID happens? Look at us all acting like hermits now. Yes. Now.
I hardly noticed that.
My favorite part about COVID was when it was like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't go out, you can't like go to parties or restaurants or stuff, and I'm like, okay. And like 3 weeks later,
no, the horror.
3 weeks later, like my father was literally like rocking in his chair, being like, I need to go out, I need to go out, I need to go out, and I was just like, what's wrong? Don't you feel like don't you want to go out? And I'm like, what do you mean? I do this all the time anyway. I only had to go out for school, and now that I don't have to do that, I'm living the life. What are you talking about?
I was self-isolating before it was cool, people.
Everyone's struggling out there. Meanwhile, I'm like evolutionary's masterpiece when it comes to pandemics.
There's me going, yes, everything's good now. Everyone's keeping away. The streets are free.
Sorry about that confusion. It was
There
nothing
is no
serious.
longer the
My
social pressure or
producer
expectation to
just
go
has
outside.
certain opinions
I don't have to
about
listen
the
to the sound
content
of
I
children
plan.
playing outside.
I like being
It's so
censored as much
pleasant.
as the next guy, but little do they know, they can't stop me.
I dream of
thinking about
empty
it.
streets and
Bullying
twittering
is
birds.
the last refuge of the so-called
want
undesirable thought. It's a party
Furbies are
affair,
great
and
and
boy,
tasty.
this
I'm annoyed
is
at the
fun
burbs.
one.
But that makes
Bird.
sense. I get annoyed at the burbs because they remind me how late I stay up.
I like the bird because I'm a bird.
But owls are cool.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Usually,
Something
owls
about a
are the
bird that
pertinent
can do
one.
the perfect. Something about an owl that can do a perfect exorcist impersonation. Just yes, please.
Roy, I'm getting the hang of that you really like The Exorcist.
Is technically, but not socially optional.
I mean,
May I recommend my favorite horror film, Hereditary?
I mean, it's an A21 film, so I already see that as a gold star.
I recommend it.
Most A21 films are pretty good. I think I'll probably check it out. I think the last A21 film is definitely my unquestioned favorite film of all time right now.
Which one?
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Never have I seen a movie encapsulate my existential crisis so perfectly.
Rex loves that movie.
Googly eyes.
It was funny though. Watching.
Every time someone says googly eyes, I want to buy the 1,000 pack of googly eyes that's on my Amazon cart since like 2 years ago.
Well, you see, I remember what was great about the googly eyes was I specifically remember when I was having a period where I was going through a pretty dark place and was very feeling very alone. I was so desperate for interactions, I bought googly eyes and stuck them to all my kitchen appliances. I was like, well, I mean, they don't talk back to me, and that's the important thing.
Okay, right, you're adorable.
Aw.
What I want to do is I want to stick 2 googly eyes to the back of my hoodie. So that way, it's like, you know, like those animals that won't attack you if you're looking at them, and only when you turn your back at them. No, maybe that'll work. Maybe nobody will try to like shank me on the back because they'll think I'm looking at them.
I mean, it's just reminding me of has anyone seen Community here?
No.
Okay, so there's like this episode where they're doing this
Donde
takeoff
está la
of...
biblioteca?
What was that?
Someone here is seeing Community.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
That's it for today's show.
That's what Ryan
I
said.
don't know if it's been a classic, but who am I to say?
It's
Most
yeah.
things need to marinate in the
There's a
past
part
and
where they're
die.
basically doing an homage of like those super detective shows that were really big for a while.
Who knows? Maybe what I'm saying
And it's
right
like
now is making
they're trying to send
breaking
the
show.
Spanish teacher Chang, well, ex-Spanish teacher at this time, undercover to catch them. So he puts a hoodie on backwards with like a photo of his face on the back of on his head. And he's walking around backwards all day. And then when someone creeps up behind him, he pulls down the hoodie and he's staring in their face.
Bruh.
Because they're trying to catch the ass crack bandit who is sticking coins down people's butt cracks.
That took a turn really quickly.
I mean, they play it full on. They play it full on like homicide in the series, in the episode. It's like, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
because you know it's Community. They're gonna be weird.
Attention.
Also, Zen, in case you're curious, Donde está la biblioteca is just a slur. Don't worry about it.
I mean, isn't it? Do you know the way to the library?
Just directly translate to where's the library.
That's it.
Bibliothèque.
But it's just funny. 'cause
Biblioteca, I know is library.
Yeah, it's French too.
Also, sorry for the constant badoops, because I have been given a new Marten bot because the current version will not be working very soon.
Oh, that's breaking.
And, Twitch is updating their API settings. And the API that I was using for the Marten bot is no longer going to exist. And so I'm doing some tests on it and trying to get it the new version set up with Squawks.
Okay, hope it goes well.
So far it keeps breaking,
Oh no!
but we're trying to figure it out.
Why am I having another cup of coffee?
Apparently your Marten bot are just like your pets. Just keeps breaking.
As long as it's still happily duking.
Is the Marten bot like what puts up the little Pine Marten images on the screen?
The videos, yeah.
Aww. What's that thing to lose? I'm gonna keep
Well,
those.
we've
I
got
have to
a
redeem all
solution
those-
here that we're working on.
I
Just got to get it working.
So do I have to redeem all my Marten cards before, or just wait until the new system?
Oh no, the Marten cards are fine. Those aren't going to be affected.
Needed to unblock toilets.
Be right. Don't cause a run on the Marten bank.
It's fine. Don't redeem anything. Do what I'm doing. Just save up like 38,000 points so you can redeem a bunch of purples all at once.
Oh, it's a Minecraft creature. No.
Did that one get you correct?
Well, glowy yellow eyes peering into my soul.
Well, that's a blend.
Noted. Koroi likes to sit.
Sit, Bibber, sit.
Hmm?
I don't know.
No, like the Sith from Star Wars, because they get the yellow eyes.
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, overlapping symbols. Yellow eyes come from a lot of things.
I'm just saying, if someone's gonna force choke me and they have yellow eyes peering into my soul, at least I can enjoy that.
I mean, that's exactly how you stop a Sith when they're force choking you. Harder, daddy!
Exactly.
And if they don't stop, well, then you're enjoying it anyway, so...
Exactly. No, maybe they'll keep you around because it's fun.
That's when you just start fumbling with the front of the robe and like, what the hell are you doing? Well...
Ah, yes. The yellow eyes are the symbol of the thing that hunts you down in the dark.
I mean, the only time I've seen something with glowy yellow eyes I didn't like was the first time I had sleep paralysis. That was not fun.
Because you didn't get a good look at whatever had the eyes.
Oh no, the thing was I got a very good look at the thing that had... I thought it was funny. I told one of my friends that I was telling them about my experience with sleep paralysis, and they're like, I want to experience it one time. Like, you really don't. Like, yeah, come on, let's do it. Like, no. Liminal spaces are not fun.
But I like the back rooms.
Or as I call a lot of those dreams, endless corridors.
How you doing over there, Ren? Keeping people alive?
Fine. Well then?
Are you keeping people alive?
Yes, I am.
Ren definitely is not deliberately trying to stroke that needle of like not being too good at the game, but also not being bad at the game.
I mean, the thing I like about the 2 points games is you're encouraged to just go nuts with making things look good. Because the better you make stuff look, the better it all works.
Form is function.
Put a case on nostos.
I did not catch what the last thing you said was.
Something about queso. I'm probably hungry.
Probably pronounced it horribly wrong.
I honestly
Anyway.
did
Sir
understand.
Nigel Bicklesworth
Put case
Why
on
not
nostos.
both?
radio.
Why not both?
I hear that another
porque
university has opened its
well, that would be
doors to
porque
the
no los dos.
aspiring bookworms
Yeah,
and lab
that's it.
rats of 2 Point County.
I was like, I thought I heard
Mostly
you say like
remember
porque
that I
son los
don't
dos, and I'm like, what do you mean?
huge
Why are they both?
universities because they're not old
Why is it two
and
of us,
therefore
eh?
not
Formal,
any good.
formal function.
If they
Why not
were,
both?
they'd have opened a long time
porque no los
ago.
dos?
That's called
That's what I
logic,
said. Form
students.
is function.
Though I don't suppose
También yo quiero
you
leerlo, me
know.
gusta cuando las cosas se ven bonitas, pero también sirven bien.
Ashinum.
Omae wa moshinderu.
Ashira Adonaya.
Guys,
Yes.
please no foreign languages on the stream.
It might affect something. So
Sorry.
Well, it's more I cannot moderate something I don't understand, and especially for my moderator here.
I can moderate it because I understand it.
Yes, but you're not here all the time.
Also, even though it is a meme, it is technically against the terms of service, so there is that.
oh,
Is it?
Oh.
See?
Yeah, omae wa moshinderu.
oh,
I
It's
didn't
basically
say
a death
that.
threat.
That's
Oh,
fair.
yeah, not bad. Not the. Yeah, fair point.
Not a fair, it's just a statement. It already happened.
I'm not gonna say I don't know in French.
That's not something you want to be pedantic about, Gib-Gab.
No, Your Honor, you don't understand. It wasn't the threat. I already killed the guy. Therefore, these charges of threat, they're spurious. They must be dropped.
But if in JoJo they said omae wa moshinderu in Minecraft, then it would have been fine.
No, the court's already wisened up to that. If you say it in Minecraft, they'll just look at you funny and be like, okay, we're not stupid.
But seriously, like that particularly probably isn't good.
Probably not. It only works in meme context and exclusively when it's very obvious. In this case, because it was portrayed by literally nothing. Because otherwise, I mean, if you're gonna go for TRS based on just the little.
Let's just go back to the 1990s. All your base are belong to us.
It's too old. I need something a little newer.
Don't know
Take
what
off
to do,
every
just,
zig. For great justice.
Construct additional pylons.
I like that one.
I am going to pet the guru. Pet, 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 pet. They are both so adorable.
I agree.
Rough.
Wait. Pharmacy, okay.
Good work.
Boop.
And yes, Fluffy, you are very adorable too.
Thank you.
Welcome back. I can't say that I understand our county's recent fascination with opening pop-up universities on a weekly basis, but it seems appropriate to commemorate.
Oh,
the opening
Zim,
of
did you ever
another
find out what was
fun-time
happening
house
with
of real good
the
learning?
staff
I
members
thought
in
we'd
museum?
talk about the past. Memories
No, I couldn't. I didn't look at it, since last night, but it's not something that I could test off stream.
Are we wearing rose-tinted
This
glasses?
is fair.
Perhaps. Did everything used to be better? Probably.
Karoy_Isu is sending love to everyone.
I think we found Kuroi's favorite card.
Yeah.
You should play the one that's the little Marten.
I command pure chaos!
The one with the back.
Kinda.
Ra_Zim has turned Jib Gab into a spoink. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Oh no, Gib Gab, don't stop bouncing. You'll die.
Spoink.
Spoink. Sorry.
Just the Gigantamax version of it, I guess.
Spoink!
Oh.
Is that Stewie brings the pig from the genetically altered pig from the altered universe. Oink.
Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you
Spoink.
than you are of us.
ASMR Pokemon.
Gotta love the ASMR Pokemon.
Spoink. 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 Spoink.
Jokes.
It works!
Hey.
No. Oh, the yawn.
Look at that little beachy baby. That is a beach marten, also known as a stone or house marten. They are rather notorious in Central Europe. They tend to crawl into cars and chew on hoses. You literally have to get Marten insurance for your car. Well, not necessarily have to, but it is highly recommended.
I love taking the train, the steam, the crisp sandwiches, watching people's luggage fall.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Karoy_Isu has turned Razim into a furret. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Everyone seems
Furret.
engrossed by their mobile phones. I have no
Furret.
interest in talking to anyone, but what I did like was ignoring people. It's just no fun if they do it for you.
Correct.
I had no idea about that about pine martens. That's pretty cool. Oh, sorry. Those are house martens.
The yawn is adorable.
He dothings is mlemming everyone.
Hang on, has it not stopped playing?
It's still
No, it's just looping.
Okay, 1 sec.
not.
I mean, it's adorable, but I assume you don't want it to loop.
Just become a permanent fixture of your stream now. It's just 24/7 Marten stream.
Despite the rumors, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
Well, it is a little rave party in there.
It's that's hot. That burns your feet. It's a student event, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Frat party.
Oh, frat.
There you go. Now you can talk.
Sorry, I was gonna say I almost forgot. Shiny for good Pokemon, I approve. One of my favorites.
Students traveling long distances for their
I
assignment
wonder,
should
is
try
there a
faster.
Marten Pokemon?
That's
No.
probably the closest would be a ferret or its evolved form.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
Or maybe
an
a
actual
young
one.
goose. Maybe a young goose.
I don't think you want to equate a Martin to that Pokemon, considering what it evolves into.
Kinda.
Ra_Zim has turned
What, the
Garu
gum
into a
shoe?
Lycanroc. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
I command pure chaos. Kinda.
Ra_Zim has turned Ido into Arcanine. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Lycanroc.
How about this one?
Showering is technically
You're put in
a
charge of a new
non-socially
generation of
optional.
Pokemon. You gotta make the 3 starters. They can't be 3 Martens. What species would you base the starters off of?
Martin,
Can one of them be a Martin?
otter, ferret.
Lycanroc.
Too predictable, SMH.
So that's 3 members of the Weasel family.
Hi, I'm Jumbo McNally, and at
Arr.
Jumbo University, every instructor is handpicked by someone that was handpicked by someone that I handpicked. That's the Jumbo Touch.
I have to say though, like,
Jumbo University.
as much as
Be your biggest
Scarlet and
self.
Violet kind of like ended up not being a gen I stuck with, I probably will complete it someday. I still think they have the best starter because they put in a crocodile Pokemon, and I approve it greatly. Oh, the crocodiles are cute.
I liked Totodile. That was my favorite crocodile.
Yeah, but it becomes too like uncrocodile when it like evolves. Skeletor just crocodile. But weird.
Raijin.
Raza.
Mwah.
I was curious if you would answer that. Yeah, I wanted to check.
That was fun.
I wanted to set the bar low. I'd just be like, hey Azure, can you write more than 1 page for your summary, SMH? That's a low bar.
I mean, I guess what is it? Come on, brain. The Cyndaquil line, I guess, is also kind of.
They are badgers.
That's another thing.
Yeah, they're more badgers.
Fair.
And the cool is so cute. I don't know why, I just really like Quilava and the line.
In library.
I like Taboni, but I usually tend to go for. Oh, to be honest, I usually tend to go for the grass starters, which is why I was so happy when we had a grass kitty.
That's a question. With a Lycanroc, is it the day or the night form? And would they sound different?
I'm sure they'd probably sound different, but I always go with midnight.
I leave it up to interpretation because there's nothing that gives me more life than those little Lycanroc comics where like midday Lycanroc is like sunshine rainbows, midnight Lycanroc is like the grumpiest Pokemon alive, and the other one is just like depression, tired all the time.
Dusk.
Yeah, Dusk, thank you. I forgot I was just on Dusk.
Failing students might want to try something else.
The one is very much just a very cute feral puppy.
recently stolen back to the days of my youth. Yes, after inadvertently trapping myself in the airing cupboard, what did I come across but my old wooden
There's bin
tennis
chickens
clogs.
in my trash
It had been
can.
too long since I thought about my days on the university tennis team.
Bloody bin
It
chickens.
was said that the
They're
mere
alive,
sound of our
too.
Problem with
cupboard shoes
chickens,
were enough to cause
Oh,
Bacon.
bin
eruptions of
chickens are
rosy cheeks
ibises.
and giggling on campus. Although some believe that it had something to do
Ibis.
with our
It's a
shorts.
bird with a long hooked beak that is kind of known for eating out of your trash.
Yeah, it's a bird, and I'll throw hands down if you got a problem with the birds.
Kind of like
Okay, you can have the ibises. They look okay. They're menaces.
it's like the winged rats in New York City with the pigeons.
Pigeons are good birds.
They're rats with wings.
They're cute.
They can be. I will stand by that. But you know, ibises can be cute too, but they're still like bin chickens.
I mean, if you put wings on Razum right now, he'd look cute too.
Oh yeah, wings automatically make it cuter. Like, of course he'd be cuter.
I think you're biased, Gip Gap.
Nah. Hey Ren, maybe you should put wings on Hyro. That way he'll finally be cute.
No.
I mean, I have had
Well,
wings
then-
surgically attached to one of my characters before.
Could they fly?
Yes.
Students,
Nim, the wolf.
but you are what you eat.
Grafting. Oh, jeez.
Could have been magical surgery, right? They could have used some sort of alchemical thing.
It wasn't magical. It was a combination of magic, yeah. I posted art of him in the stream voice chat.
Peek. Ooh.
And I'll bring him up on stream too.
So how does he put on all of those garbs?
Usually he gets help.
Imagine with help.
Especially with the wings.
Assistant to the library.
Well, the wings were specifically designed so he could fold them up and they'd go away. They'd not be visible or anything.
What's the time?
I'd have just been too worried he'd be too heavy.
There is also this piece of him.
Aww.
That was the day that I learned to never challenge the chat.
Oh no. Oh no. A bunch of people with cards did something really bad.
No.
I'm gonna assume it was a typical.
Yeah. So basically, we were sitting there. He was a wizard and paladin. Paladin's cap, you know, the level 20 thing is, no matter how old he gets, he's just as youthful as ever. So they were the other players were making a joke about how they would be, old and decrepit, and Nim would be going around being their nurse, taking care of them. And then they were like, "We need a nurse outfit for Nim," and I'm like, "No, no." And they kept insisting. I'm like, "Fine, $200, $200 tip. Fine, we'll do it." A few minutes later, a magnanimous dispensation.
Thanks, Kosherman.
That was Valerie that did that.
Well, thanks, Valerie.
Yeah, a magnanimous dispensation is the voice line that plays when a particularly large tip is given. And thus that art piece was born. But anyways, we have reached tier 2, or 2 stars. Great news. Our routine inspection into your establishment was shut down by the Secret Service. I was assured that the right standards had been met. Now I'm off for an early dinner, and it's not even midday. Torquin Foxbridge, Education Minister.
Janitor to collect litter. Sorry.
Cute. Cute.
I think they were talking about you, food, right?
I was.
You are very cute.
I was just yawning. Sorry.
Don't be sorry for being cute.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Yeah, exactly, Azure. Very cute yawn noises.
You said you sound wonderful.
The rise of the synthetic shoe is not confined to the tennis court, sadly. I'm sure many long-time listeners know that I visit Confetto's Cobblers once a year and treat myself to a pair of brogues, or loafers if I'm feeling scandalous. On my most recent visit, however, I was horrified to find that my dear cobbler had been replaced with an establishment by the name of the Shoe Zoo. But can one truly describe their collection of footwear as a menagerie?
I think the word you're looking for is yip.
Brogues? I think not.
That's right. Good, Cobalt. Very good. You're going to make a very happy dragon someday.
Oh, hi, Grim.
Hey.
Furry's got a little kitty named Grim. He probably wanted a bunch of attention.
He gets very insistent when I make funny noises. Isn't that right, buddy?
Truly, this is the dankest dungeon.
Things tipped $5. Can we fund for a kobold talkie for Kuroi? Basim loves.
Oh, we absolutely can. If we get to $45 in tips, we can get that done. Well, 40 now.
Oh, good. You're making the fun sounds. Oh, that'll be fun to see. Ask a dragon about
Students
this.
with a long way to go should really get moving.
Good night, Azure.
Good night, Azure.
Night, night, Azure.
Night, night.
Okay, we've got a mole on the campus, and I can't figure out who it was.
Remember the start of the show? Remember when we were going to talk about nostalgia? Oh, what a paradise it seems. And yet, here we stand, talking
Where
about
are
trade
they?
shows. Another vision gone awry over the savage passing of time. How fitting. How dreadfully sad.
Oh, of course the kobold's gonna bring out the
How can you
dragon
show?
now.
Well, my show is over. They can't be getting better, can they?
Failing students should try to be less terrible.
Okay. There's one going this way.
A generous bestowal.
I think it's this one.
Who tipped $15? A talkie for my beautiful kobold. How could I not make my dear kobold shine, Tilda?
Aww. Just another 25 and we'll make it happen.
I'm not blushing. I'm not blushing at all.
There we go. Got the mole.
Yay!
Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
On Earth, keeping us a rough and destructible surface.
Don't worry. Good, right? I almost called you Kobold.
Yeah.
When people donate, they also get points that they can use in the coin store, so that's kind of cool. You expect dragons now, Kudra.
In student support.
Maybe.
So adorable.
Yes, he is. I never feel much good.
No, he's here.
You two are so precious. And I am going to keep saying that as long as you two keep being precious.
Do we have to stop being precious?
No. I will be very disappointed if you do.
What's that smell? Oh, the cook-off is starting soon.
Karoy_Isu is giving a big lick to Garu.
to be Anthro or making Tiny Dragon.
He's almost good the way he is, but... Oh.
Well, at this point, I'm Anthro.
Students with a long way to go should really get moving.
Yeah. Nice big tall dragon. Aw. They dropped a bucket on your head, Zim.
Kuro. Kuroi.
The bucket
Thank
slipped, I'm
you
sorry.
for getting me all moist.
Assistant to the library. Thank you.
Hey, I don't do it all the time anymore. Turns out people don't like me saying that word, but I still do it occasionally.
I don't know. That word sounds ASMR-y to me, but it seems to creep others out.
It's going to create a strong reaction one way or the other.
Yep.
It was just funny because you were saying it all with a bucket on your head. Someone just redeemed a random Marten bid.
Yeah, the Marten bot is down right now, Sirio. It's being worked on. Sorry. I should probably just disable the redemption, but
Welcome in to Campus Radio. Today's show is brought to you
it'll
by
probably be
the
fixed
Orb
soon,
Foundation.
so...
Sign up at your campus today. The orb is the perfect shape and the perfect solution. Please read anything they make you sign, okay?
So now if I want to emulate Marten sounds, I just like a wooden box and put like a little motor to just spin inside of a wooden box and get those same sounds.
Karoi_Isu is withholding egg from the beachy baby Marten.
Janitor to repair machinery.
Such a
So cute.
horrible crime.
It's so cute.
Torment him so. Poor animal cruelty.
I mean, if I could let go of the egg, I would.
Karoi_Isu can't get the eggs out.
At least you're trying now.
That's freaking adorable.
He just gave up. Oh, poor baby.
Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
That is a good one. I bet it showed up around an era when Zim was doing Minecraft.
No, that one was, it had nothing to do with me doing that.
block toilets.
It was basically one of the somebody in the Marten group I'm in decided to put that together.
Words are long, and writing them down can waste precious study time. But what's the alternative? Over to you, Maggie.
I love the little chitter at the end.
Yes, I devised my own method of shorthand that saves me so much time. It really enables me to pay attention during lectures and make notes at the same time. I mean, sometimes it is really quite hard to tell what you're doing, and that can waste some time and be a bit distressing. So, if anyone does know how to take real shorthand, could you let me know? Please.
Bum ba dum ba da dum ba da da dum ba dum ba da dum.
Students traveling long distances for their assignment should try moving faster.
Yes, we will do county cook-off. Never mind. I guess we can't.
Assistant needed in the student union.
You wanna catch me if I took it down. Can't remember the same. I keep spinning that on me.
And now, over to Wanda, who'll be talking about posters. Apparently.
Don't forget, everybody, if you want to get that kobold icon for Kuroi, $25 more is all it'll take.
Yes, today we're talking posters. Specifically, what your posters say about you. A Jasmine Odyssey poster tells me that you're a kind spirit with a nice smelling face.
You know what'll happen though,
A poster of a car tells me
if
that
they
you
actually
just
get
love
that,
mechanical things.
if they get
like
that, you're gonna end up having to practice your kobold voice.
And cup holders.
I know.
And a cheesy Gubbins poster tells me that
I
you're
have a
very
It'll have to be more than the weirds. It'll have to be more than the squeaks and chitters.
Oh, but you chitter so nicely.
Oh.
Your body's a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
Oh, that's graduate. Okay. That
It's like,
should be a...
I wish I could do it. But I can't.
No, it's okay.
I asked the dragon to donate as much as he could reasonably from his hoard. He did get you a whole pile of cards before, so.
That is true. And I'm going to play another one now because I can. Let's see what this one is. This one looks cute.
Oh no, I'm spotted. Doop 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 doop.
Janitor to repair machinery.
Lumen is here. Do you has egg? Doop. Doop 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 doop. Itchy back scritch scritch scritch.
So, how's the hospital going?
It's a lot more hectic than expected.
Hospital's by far the most chaotic. Have you gotten up to lightheadedness yet?
I don't.
The people walking around with light bulbs for heads.
Oh yes, that's I already been doing that. Yeah. Okay, you know what? It's time for a second building.
And end of year. We had a 97% pass rate. We got the King of Hearts Award. The Queen of Clubs. The Rising Staff Award. Campus of the Year. And also Student Choice, but they don't have a slide for that for some reason. And now there's a mole.
New to the Crumley student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day. Come on! With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
What shall I do?
Continue being cute as hell?
Oh, interesting. People used to tell me off for the weird random noises I make, and then I met Garou and he dragged me into a whole group of people who seem to find them very adorable.
Because they are adorable.
Okay.
Aww.
The academic year is now over.
I need more course points. Ugh.
Out of context science fiction lines. Let's see what this is. I feel it's what it says on the tin.
Also, thank you, Kudroy, for filling the gap of the Marten bot. With all the
Marten bot?
comments.
Oh.
All those people who couldn't redeem for Marten fit videos, you came in at the clutch.
mean, I would like to say I was being pragmatic, but really I just wanted to see the cute dudes.
Karoy_Isu has sent the Pine Martin on an adventure.
Ba 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 dum ba bum ba ba da bum ba dum bum ba bum ba ba dum ba bum bum ba dum ba da bum ba 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 bum ba da ba ba bum ba ba da bum ba dum ba 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 dum ba dum ba 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 bum ba bum bum ba da dum ba da dum ba da dum bum ba da dum ba dum ba da da dum. Do 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 do.
Reminds me of like old Wario games or something.
Yep, that's actually the
Yeah, very first game Wario appeared in. Super Mario Land 2.
Janitor is needed to collect litter.
Well, not much I can do now, but just start the next year, I suppose. Because I cannot do the celebrity cook-off until we're gastronomy course level 5. And I don't have that unlocked yet. I guess I could just purchase more plots. That might bump me up enough. I have plenty of money.
Janitor needed to unlock toilets. Lovely.
Ba-da-bum, bum, bum, bum.
I'll be right back. One sec.
Alright.
Showering
High
is
school, huh?
technically but not socially optional.
Well, buying those buildings did not really give me anything. Alright, let's just start the next year.
Little socioeconomic disparity.
Yeah, it's gonna be 35. There's no way I'm getting that many. The what? Socio-economic disparity? What?
Oh, it was an old line from an old video game in Ratchet and Clank. They asked the plumber why they didn't do something, and they said socioeconomic disparity. And then everyone was like, what? And then they said, because he doesn't have enough bolts.
Ah.
bought a bunch of buildings and you couldn't afford the things because you didn't. Kind of like what was happening when you were running the store. You had to buy all the products, but you had no money.
True.
You're like running a spy college? Did you like pick that from like a bunch of choices?
Yeah.
And it gives you evil genius vibes.
You students
That's a
should
good
make
game.
good first impression.
I really need to do more of it.
Which game?
Evil Genius.
Oh.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
And back.
It's
Welcome
Wolf
back.
of the county sock drawer.
Welcome
on
back.
2 Point Radio. I
You
just
come
had a
back.
very big sleep.
I mean,
It's gonna be a
in all
lively
fairness, Evil Genius is also a tycoon game.
Okay, yeah, shoot.
Have you just played the sequel?
I think I played the original a long time ago.
Two is good too. I've not actually played the original. Because it had evil in the name, so my parents wouldn't let me play it.
Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you.
But I assume that the first one's probably like the second one, though maybe a bit older and possibly a bit better. Like the first one's probably a bit better from what I've heard.
I have no idea. I never played the first.
Of course, I played Polar when I played 2 because I'm always going to play the ice characters. Because
An icy little kobold.
Why you blue?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, Ren?
It's fine. Everything's fine.
That does not
everything
sound
is
like it's
not
fine.
Wasn't that what she said on the airship?
In 2 points, it's definitely one of those dog on fire drinking coffee in a staff room. No, staff room on fire while dog's drinking coffee. This is fine.
Former one would work if it was a fire dog.
Ralph?
Bark.
Rock.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Oh no.
Ra_Zim has turned Karoi into a Growlithe. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Ra_Zim has turned Garu into a Lucario. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Ra_Zim has turned Ren into a Rockruff. They can only talk like that Pokemon for 2 minutes.
Ralph. Ow.
Pet the Ren.
Live music is like fresh fruit and vegetables, man. It's better than the
Look
stuff
at
in a
you.
can. And when the opportunity presents itself, you gotta
Good
cram
boy.
as much of it in you as possible.
No, that's better.
That's
I was
just
about to
sensible,
say,
healthy living.
your rock sounded a little too high pitched there.
They call it
Yeah, just a little bit.
thing. When I was young, I used to stand right next to the speakers and drink it in until I couldn't hear a thing.
I think he would be a Chihuahua-style rock rock.
What typing would that be?
Around.
Showering is technically but not socially optional.
I'm gonna say the Chihuahua Ruff is like a fairy. Or a dark type.
I could see either one of those.
Trying to think, like, what would a Lucario sound like better? Because
Lucario!
no, you're right. The problem is I have not seen a lot of Pokemon anime, and so I just have to improv it, and I'm like, ah.
Oh, that's fine. Improv is great.
Lucario is like a humanoid, I want to say fox, like
Jackal.
Jackal? Yeah.
I kind of gave him like the kind of tuxedo rose or like that suave kind of voice. I was like,
That's pretty accurate.
Lucario.
If Tuxedo Rose was a Pokemon, he'd probably be a Lucario.
I will say one thing: it's really good at working in your D&D improv. Hey, Kudrai?
Oh. Yes.
Up your vocal range.
Mamona.
Look up some fun Pokemon. Do some Googling.
Did you see those student protests at Mitten University the other day? It's all a little peaceful for my liking. Sure, I can respect
No,
the
that's a
vibe,
fan
but
one. That's too bad.
Sometimes you gotta
I gotta
ruffle
find
some
more Pokemon.
feathers. When I was in school, they took away mashed potato Tuesdays, so a few of us got into the school mascot's coop. and
Turns out
boy,
if you
did we
Google
ruffle
Cobalt
that chicken.
Pokemon, you
It
don't
was all
find
friendly,
anything.
of course, but they knew we meant business. Just
I
some food
think
for thought, my student
there's a
comrades.
couple that you
Go
could
get your mashed
consider
potatoes.
Kobold-esque.
Probably like a dragon type of some sort.
Well, the ones that come to mind immediately are things like Larvitar, Totodile, and maybe...
Dial's a little alligator.
Well, that's
Oh,
kind of
Growly
the thing.
boy.
If you're going to be looking for your lizards and crocodiles,
See, I figured it would be a lower evolution of a dragon type. I don't know my Pokemon. Well,
I mean, you got... Yeah, I don't really think there are any... Maybe a Bagon.
See you again, Carmo. Have a good time.
closest you can, like, if it was a fire, if you were a fire, I would do Charmeleon.
Charmeleon. You two tentacle Aerodactyl are nice.
bet Zim's got like a box, that little bag there's probably full of little treats where his left claw is.
You what?
Oh, I was just looking at your dragon. He's got a little satchel by his left hand. His claws.
Oh, cargo shorts.
I just thought it was a little box for treats.
Treats for good
You can
little
keep treats.
kobolds. Like Ren.
Oh, Ren is such a good little kobold, I'm sure.
Are you okay, Ren?
Yes, I am.
That response does not fill me with confidence that you are.
Don't make your dragon worry.
No, I'm fine, Master. Oh.
Is it the hospital?
No, no. I just realized something that I forgot to do, and I really gotta do it now.
Oof.
What's that?
Laundry.
Oh.
Yeah, so AFK real quick.
Stimky kobold.
How is that stinky?
Stinky kobold.
Because you didn't do your laundry.
Ah. AFK.
Laundry, 40 minutes. Drying, 60 minutes. Putting away the laundry, 7 to 8 business days.
Bungle Records are looking for the next big thing. Could it be you? Or you? Or even you? Each time someone plays one of your songs
That dragon's
on
tail's
Bungle
so
Music,
long,
we'll show
that it probably get in the
a
way of
big
him
pile
watching his
money,
own screen.
A framed picture of you.
Nah, it's fine.
It's not about the money. Not for you anyway.
Best thing about dragons is they have very nice big claws. Oh, that is a lick.
Aw. The dragon's gone.
Oh no.
Assistant needed in the student union.
Yeah, CEO set down.
What
I
was
should
that?
try Billy's Bus Stop at some point.
It hasn't actually been released yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it is coming. Oh, I know what I could build over here.
To fix research hub.
A cafeteria.
So,
Cafeterias are pretty important.
yes, they make you lots of money.
Yes.
Oh, and they feed people.
Side benefit.
Oh, because if you just wanted to feed people, you just put vending machines everywhere. But cafeterias get you lots of money and feed people.
Exactly. Holy
Why am I
crap,
yawning
they
so
are
much?
so cute.
They are a cat. I told you. You should hear their kobold noises.
I was hearing them just a minute ago.
It's hard for me to do them when I'm not under. I don't do them quite right, apparently.
Oh, this is a new form. I haven't seen you in this one.
Ah, the pangolin.
Isn't it an armadillo?
No, pangolin.
Okay.
Rajin. Mwah.
Now I imagine you must just have like a custom gaming chair with like a cutout on both sides of the back of the chair.
How's it going? You're listening to 2 Point Radio.
Oh yeah, you can see it there for the tail.
Nice.
That or your tail is
We're
squished.
serving more
And
great
ouch.
radio with a side of insidious
I think they just took out all the like the metal bits and just left like the soft material there, so that when the tail slides out from their back, it just kind of envelops around the.
Does it slide out or is it grabbed and pulled out?
Oh, that depends on if there's a. Depends on how. Yeah. How about exactly that change occurs? I know you are thinking of a particular dragon that you encountered. What can we say? Tails are the windows into wild changes because people don't have tails.
That is true.
But some of them have tail feathers. I'll give them that.
Chair tail explosion. Oh boy.
Student union requires an assistant.
All I can think of is what is your budget on your pants? Because they must not last long with how many times you grow a tail. Just rip.
No, the same as the headphones. Magic.
Well, it works
That makes
most of the time. I've seen it rip a few times.
Yeah, but it magically restores.
Ah, yes. He just took a level of mending.
Yeah.
Adventurers never leave without mending.
Preparo.
Janitor to repair machinery.
I mean, that makes sense too.
Somewhere in this large group is the mole.
What's
getting your pets to sew them back together for you?
Is it going to burrow under the ground?
No. Okay, they're somewhere over here then.
That sneaky looking mine person?
Oh, Sky, a
No,
pretty
they're a
bird.
spy.
Pet Rex, Tug Rex, Tug Hollow, Lemon Tea with Moof, Emperor of the Chat. So declares.
comments if you're in chat. You should save it.
No?
Even again. See, at least Sim was smart enough not to wear shoes, because...
Oh, I don't want to think about how much that would hurt. Having your feet expand and like shoes, ouch.
Hobbies and interests, but
Depends on how
The
sharp
crushage.
your claws are.
I mean, think about
Oh, I'm more just thinking like that usually shoes are pretty sturdily constructed, so like your feet growing in them, the compression,
Oh, here's one I think Kuroy will like.
brains into total subordination. I'm sitting down, man.
Hey, Ren.
No moving me.
I think Ren stepped away.
Yeah, I had to go do laundry.
Oh yeah. What color was just used?
That was white.
It was red, then white. Oh, red
I
was
think
the
red
clear.
was used to reset.
Yep.
Students traveling long distances for their assignment should try moving faster.
Your Emperor has returned.
Ree is the
I'm
new
back.
Emperor of the chat. They declare that Garu and Kuroy are the most precious. Also Ido Fluffy. All hail Emperor V.
The Emperor is dead! Long live the Emperor!
Aw, thank you. Woof.
Assistant required in the student union.
Oh, that kitty looks so prideful.
Ren, could you look at your teams?
Okay. Ah.
Meow.
Students with medical issues should
Eh.
go to the health clinic.
Oh, not so much smoke, just content.
Bungle gets a lot of praise in the
Look at
press.
the kitty
I
paws.
just don't think it's
I
healthy
know.
for something, anything, to get
Right.
talked about in such a positive light. Makes my eyebrows uncomfortable. Sure, they've been responsible for a lot of
No.
so-called technological advances. And
Full
some
cat
might
mode.
love your automatic toilet paper
I
dispensers.
think that broke him.
But I
Meow.
was doing just fine on the toilet. Thank you very much.
Good kitty.
Students refusing to pay their fees, you should lock them in a room until they pay.
I think this student bugged out.
Oh, they are locked in a room. Can you pick them up?
No, can't pick up students.
You should be able to.
Not students. You can only pick up staff.
Okay.
Despite the rumors, the campus grounds are not
I had to give the kitty head pats. Gotta be careful with kitties, though.
Ow.
You don't want to catch paws.
I don't know. It's fun to numb on paws.
You were the one that taught me that. You wait for the kitty to come to you. You don't approach the kitty with intent to pet.
Oh. You do. You just do it slowly, with your fist out, like you want to give it a fist bump, and then you wait for it to sniff and nuzzle your fist, and then you can pet it all you want.
students with pastoral issues.
I see. This is why the floating hand nuzzles the top of the chair.
Well, at least that's how it works with my kitties. You always just let them. Mine gives you little fist bumps before you pet him, and as long as he gives you fist bumps before he pets him, there's like nothing you can do to him that'll piss him off. Isn't that the right little shit face? Huh? Sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because he insulted his cat because he knows the cat doesn't know human words.
Ah.
As long as I say it with a happy tone in my voice, he doesn't care if he's happy. He's such a little derp. I have to call him names because it's so cute.
I am out of here. I hope you all have a righteous rest of your day, and that the constant fear of alien abduction, natural disaster, and revolutionary upheaval doesn't stop you from having a fine and restful
He's
evening.
getting old.
Hopefully there's a next
He's only
time.
got 3 fangs.
Yeah.
Way to go. Should really get moving.
That was a sad day. That was not a sad day. That was a very stressful day. I mean, you probably could make a mod that would let you teach some sort of TF course.
Actually, we probably could. Though we do also have a... we do have wizardry, so...
Ah, yes. Everyone wants to be an animagus.
The symbol of it is a giant die.
Well, that person just got turned into a chair.
Oh.
It's...
Well, there you go. See? They do have good extracurricular studies at the spy school.
Assistant needed in the student union.
Hey, Garo, check for the M's.
Okay.
Showering is technically but not socially optional.
It has been a blast being on the stream. I know I gotta do things and probably gonna head out, but
That's alright. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging
I
out.
will be.
Thank you for
I
hanging
will
out.
be.
yeah, it was
having
great.
some-
Have fun with the campus and teach all the people the good studies.
No try.
You know what they say? Make a great institution and change some lives. All right. Have a great night, folks.
Good night.
Cheers.
I will be jumping off too for a bit.
Have a good one.
I'll probably speak to you a bit later.
See you then.
See ya.
Bye.
Rajin cute doo 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 doo. Rajin cute doo 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 doo. Rajin cute doo 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 doo. Rajin cute. Mwah.
Mwah.
Student union requires an assistant.
They never upgraded that? Jeez.
So I think there's something important you need to know about your pet, Zone.
Oh?
What Ren was just saying in the DMs.
I'm listening.
Well, he typed out, "Oh God," and I responded that Asher is not in our DMs, and he was very confused by this.
You don't know about Asher, Ren?
I do know Asher Master. I thought Ryan didn't know Asher. He knows, and I didn't know. That was all.
I'll remember this.
Oh, so you want to freak your God?
I didn't mean it like I just.
Bad.
I'm DJ Shorts, the host giving you the most on campus radio. It's been too long, and I've been dying to play this next song. See if you notice what they do on the 9th bar in the 2nd verse. Oh, it's really something. We'll be back after this.
If you don't like the staff room, try getting back to work.
Alright, we're just gonna give all of our janitors mechanics. Because I'm tired of waiting on things to be upgraded.
enhancement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
Ooh, we got enough! But I don't know if it'll be enough for level 5. I think we were still on level 3. But we'll find out in a minute. And when we do, we will pet the wren. Hey, little scritches behind those ears. Such a good boy. Oh, yes, you are. And there he goes moaning again.
I love you, Master.
Oh, I love you too. And we'll just skip to the overview. Ah, we can get it to level 5. Excellent.
Who even goes to the student union? When I want a milkshake, I don't want a pint of Milkmaid. It's so artificial. I just can't take it anymore. I'd much rather go a little off the beaten path and try something local. And preferably very lumpy. Anything from the stomach churner dairy and smuggly is sure to be nice and separated. Now that's a milkshake.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and call it on this game and switch to another one. So, thank you everybody for joining us so far on the stream today. That was 2 Point Campus. Check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got links for our Discord, Telegram, Mastodon, Blue Sky, Patreon, and more. They are on the website as well as down in the description below through our link tree. Thank you to my patrons, tippers, and subscribers. It is your support that keeps this channel alive and going. I cannot do this without your guys' help and your support, so thank you. Consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/zgfgaming. It's one of the best ways to support the channel, though you can also do so by sharing the stream around, picking up packs of cards to stream loots, using our Humble Bundle partner link, or subscribing to us on Stream Loots as well as YouTube. But for now, thank you so much for joining, and I bid you the most fondest adieu.